On episode 55, could Rob Gronkowski's time be coming to an end in New England? Plus, we go over the Pats in Green Bay. So, everyone, stay tuned.
Welcome to The Sports Perspective, an American football fancast about the New England Patriots and also news from around the league. Here is your host, Roy.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of The Sports Perspective. On today's show, we are discussing the Patriots beating Green Bay 31-17, and they won without Gronk and Sony Michel. Next, they face the Titans with Marcus Mariota. Now, these guys are two similar quarterbacks. Let's see if they can get the same results. But either way, you have to expect that Mike Vrable will have something up his sleeve. But before we get into all that, I want to discuss something non-football sports off topic. And I want to discuss what I did this weekend. It was a busy weekend. Almost didn't do an episode because of it. And I don't know if a lot of you know this, but every year I volunteer at a convention called Rhode Island Comic Con. And I've been doing it for several years. It's a great event. And if you don't know what that is, it's a convention that brings together celebrities, comic book artists, people selling collectibles, toys, games, all kinds of stuff. And I volunteer every year as a guest liaison, and I get to work with other great volunteers along with management, and it's a great time. If you haven't been, I suggest everyone go. And I just want to thank everyone who worked the convention, who volunteered the convention, the fans who went to the convention, management, everybody. And also I want to thank the celebrities, the artists, everybody. It was a great, great time. And I also want to thank the person I was working with over the weekend, Mr. Billy Zane. He's a great, great actor, and he's a real great guy. And he was great with the fans. It was cool seeing him interact with all his fans. We get a lot of cool actors and actresses, and they're all so awesome with the fans. It's great to see. And if you don't know who Billy Zane is, he was in the Titanic, Demon Knight, Back to the Future. Those are just 3 movies to name a few. He's been in a million movies. He's a great, great actor. And if you want to go, it runs every November. You should really check out the event. And for more information, you can go to www.rhodeislandcomiccon.com and check it out. And I just want to make something clear. Rhode Island Comic Con is not sponsoring this podcast. I'm not being paid to say this. This is just my own opinion. And I had fun over the weekend, and I have fun every year. And I just wanted to point that out and that everyone should check it out. And if you're into comics, movies, celebrities, toys, games, just want to have a good time, check it out. All right, now that's over with. How about some football news? Josh McDaniels. I don't know if you guys have heard. He reportedly is open for a head coaching opportunity again. Okay, why wouldn't he? You don't get into coaching to be an assistant coach, that's for sure. You want to have your own team, you want to be the boss, you want to be in charge. And I'm sure if the right team comes up to him, he'll take it. But I think it has to be the right team. And who knows, I still say that there might be a deal on the table where if no team presents itself as a place he wants to go, that he's got a great shot or a definite job here as the Patriots head coach when Bill retires. Just my opinion alone. That's it. And did you guys watch Cordarrelle Patterson? Is he a running back now? Just see him running through people, around people, by people. He looked like a big bruising back with speed. And I love the way he looked back there. He looked like he was having fun too, which is nice. And I hope they use him more in that position because he looked really good. But I hope they don't overdo it. You can see that, use him too much and all of a sudden he gets hurt. Not a good idea. But I do hope they keep using him every so often. Even when Sony Michel gets back, and there are rumors that he might be playing next weekend, possibly. So we'll have to see if Sony comes back this week. And speaking of coming back, Gronkowski's back injury. What's going on there? If you've ever had a back injury, you know they're really tough. There's a chance he might not play much this season. This is my opinion alone, nobody else's. But, Jesus, when you get a back injury, it could linger. Hell, he might not play much the rest of the whole season. You just never know with a back injury. And assuming he does play, will it even be better? I mean, I would expect it's going to be a nagging injury the rest of the season. The only thing that fixes something like that is rest. A lot of rest. And I don't know. Just my opinion. It's not good news to hear he has a back injury. When I heard he originally hurt his back, I thought to myself, this is why I wouldn't give him that huge contract. And I wouldn't sign him after 2019. I really wouldn't. Not at all. And speaking of Gronkowski not playing Sunday, let's talk about the Green Bay Packers game. Did anyone think the Patriots would actually lose this game at home? You know, it's a matchup of two future Hall of Famers, two great quarterbacks. And I may be wrong, but Brady keeps looking younger and younger to me. I don't know. I can't figure it out. I keep waiting for him to start to look old. Not old, but like, okay, that was a pass he should have made, but I can see he's 41 years old. I can see him not being able to make that throw, whatever. But he seems to do everything well still. It's unbelievable. You know, they get their sixth straight victory, which puts them now at 7-2. Dolphins are 2 games behind in the division. Crazy. Mr. Rogers didn't do bad himself either, though. He had 2 touchdowns. But the Patriots' offense was just way too much for that Green Bay defense. That defense is so beat up right now. They had so many injuries. And then they got like 3 or 4 guys hurt during the game. It was crazy. And then you got Edelman throwing passes to people. Josh Gordon catching a 55-yard touchdown. And he had a broken finger to top it off. He broke his finger early in the game. Which shows how tough he is, because it's going to be tough to play and catch a football with a broken finger. Sounds painful to me. And actually, Gordon had 5 catches for 430 yards. 130 yards. So he had a good game. He's definitely living up to the billing. And do we win this game if he's not if he's not on the team and Gronk isn't playing? I don't know. You know, no Gronkowski, no Michel. I don't know if we win this game. I really don't. Cordarrelle Patterson had a great game. Running through people, like I said earlier, running around people. Patterson, White, and Brady made this game, along with Gordon. And speaking of White, if Brady wasn't on this team, he'd be the MVP right now, Little White. He would definitely be the MVP. He looks so good running the ball, catching the ball. He's always where he's supposed to be. He just knows where he's supposed to be at every play, and Brady knows where he's supposed to be. It's amazing. And I'm excited to see how this offense evolves over the next several weeks. Because you gotta figure they're gonna start hitting on all cylinders. I can't even speak. Cylinders. The defense wasn't perfect, but the offense, man. When they can get a big lead, a couple touchdowns, it makes it a little easier on the defense. You know, they weren't perfect, but they were good enough. You give up 17 points to Rodgers, that's a pretty good day. And Adrian Claiborne starting to make up a presence a bit, getting some pressure on Green Bay. A couple weeks in a row now. It's nice to see he's getting some pressure. And then you have that crazy play with the Packers. The safety got kicked out of the game. What was that all about? Jermaine Whitehead got ejected in the second quarter. Him and David Andrews, were messing around and shoving each other, and Whitehead slaps him in the face with his face mask. and they kick Whitehead out of the game. I'm like, what was that all about? And mind you, this is the guy that replaced Clinton Dix. So, yeah, good job there trading away Dix. Well, the Patriots had a great victory, so that was good. But now they're on to Tennessee. And they play Tennessee in Mike Vrable's team on Sunday, November 11th, which is this Sunday at 1 p.m. Let's check out and see how Tennessee is faring this year. Okay. Well, Tennessee has a 3-4 record. On offense, they surprised me. They're not very good. Not very good at all. They're 30th in yards per game at 280.9. 17th in rushing yards per game with 107.9. 30th in passing yards per game with 173. Points per game, they're 30th with 15.1. So, basically, they suck the big one on offense. They're horrible. That's disgusting. Who the hell's their offensive coordinator? Vrable should fire him. I love Mariota, but he ain't getting it done this year. Because now I say that they'll score 40 points on the Patriots. Watch this. Now on defense, yards per game are a lot better. They're 9th with 338.7. Run stopping, they're 19th with 112.3. Now the pass defense is good. They're 8th with 226.4. Points per game, they're a big third with 18.1. So defense, they're very, very good. And they're going to have to be on top of the game to beat the Patriots. Because I think they got to hold the Patriots down. You have to hold the Patriots down because if they can't score, they'll have to make it a low-scoring game. And this could be tough for the Titans right now because this offense is getting better and better. So I don't know if they have it in them. We'll have to see. Stat-wise, the Patriots should kill the Titans. They should kill them. And again, this game's going to come down to turnovers. Who plays the better game overall? Who keeps control of the ball? So we'll have to see what happens. It's going to be a great game, but I do think the Patriots will win big next Sunday. I think it's going to be a big win for the Patriots. And I'm thinking 38-10. I think it's going to be a big, big game. I think we're going to get turnovers. I think this could be a big game for the Patriots. It could be one of those wins that it's a total blowout and everyone's having fun. But let's see. It's in Tennessee, so let's wait and see. But anybody, this is a quick podcast today. That's going to be the show. If you're listening on Spreaker, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, like and subscribe. Apple Podcasts, please subscribe, rate, and review. And if you have any questions, comments, or just want to give your perspective on what was discussed, you can reach me on Facebook at Roy Brady, email sportsperspective17@gmail.com, Twitter, Roy Brady Jr. Until next week, everyone, have a great one.